And we are live. But Mr. Pickles, look, he's using me like a ventriloquist dummy, Dean. It's like Mr. Pickles has invaded my body. Whoa, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense, and it doesn't sound good either.
What happened?
You've been unmasked, Mr. Pickles.
That was disturbing.
Like Superman.
Let me tell you what. That's disturbing.
Wouldn't you say, Dean? It's disturbing. You want to see something else disturbing now?
Yeah. Let me.
You're into that, right? You're into that disturbing stuff? Okay, here we go.
Anything that, no, it doesn't. It's that. Look at
What's
that.
up, Dean? How are you, buddy?
I saw
How are
you. Yeah, I saw you in Frozen.
I look like I should be able to sing a song or something, right?
You're a Pixar character come to life.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Mr. Creeper.
I'm Mr. Creeper.
Wow, you got a nice voice there, Dean.
From the highest mountain.
Okay, Dean, calm down. This isn't Dean karaoke.
I went completely Pixar and Disney on that one.
There you go. Nobby says, good morning, jailbreakers. Obviously, Nobby is in, I'm going to guess and say Nobby's in the UK. Or Nobby's in Australia. Australia. That's my guess. And I'm sticking to it. So, Dean.
And which is the perfect place because Australia was a prison island. That's how it started out. That's where the Brits dumped all their indigents.
Not the indigent. They didn't dump the indigent. They dumped the miscreants. The miscreants.
And the criminals.
Okay, you just did a microaggression there because indigent does not equal criminal. Indigent means someone who, come on now, break out their thesaurus. You were thinking miscreant and said indigent, right?
Yeah, I did. It's true. It's true.
It's not true. You're just responding. You want me to lay off instead of calling you out with my new woke culture.
I don't need to defend
like a
myself.
infection. What?
And see, I'm man enough to man up to when I make a mistake.
Unlike
service. So indigent was not the correct word.
Okay, good.
Criminal.
As long as you understand.
It was
criminal indigence. All right. So I made a promise when I typed up the teaser for this. I said that we were going to today's topic is how to massively increase the power of your hooks no matter what you sell. What is it? Tune in to find out.
So I have to show up to find out because I don't know what this is a surprise to me.
Well, Dean, remember yesterday when we did the thing and I just held this up with numbers and I elicited the proper response from you? Do you think I would leave you hanging? Do you think that I would do anything that could potentially embarrass you? Don't answer that. That could potentially reflect badly on me since this is the Jim and Dean show?
I think you like to surprise me.
I do.
You like throwing curveballs.
Okay.
You do it with me. You do it with your audience. You like to keep people on their toes.
I do.
All right.
I got my pencil. Now, so what we're going to talk about is how to increase the hook power of your hooks. And Dean, I'm going to give you the mullet. Okay. What is the number one easiest way? In fact, I'll give you the first letter.
Is there C?
I'm going to give, it's like hangman. All right. What is the number one way to increase?
Is there a Y in there?
There is. Okay.
Are
there two? No, there's only one.
Is there an R in there?
Okay. I've noticed that you're not trying to buy a vowel.
No.
Okay. Can anybody in the comments, either over on the website, over on somebody says makes me miss the gym boat. This is the kind of stuff we do on the gym boat.
Okay.
Uh-huh. You got another letter guess or what?
I do. I thought you were asking the audience. Is there a is there a U in there? Let's see if that'll help you.
Oh, you didn't buy that.
Yep.
Oh crap! I miscounted, but that's okay. I can
Squeeze
fix
it in.
Yeah, I like totally blew it
Is
as
there
far as.
T in there, and you could put it with the Y. Just cram it up in there.
Oh yeah, I can jam it in there. It's in
Real
the space.
There you go.
Okay.
Huh.
Anybody got it yet? In the comments, and either over on the website, Jim and Dean Show, or on some sort of Facebooks. Do. Oh, that's Jeopardy. My bad.
Is there,
okay.
is there an S? Is there an S by any chance?
Yes. Yeah. Like
Come on. Oh, would there be an I in there?
Nobby got it.
Curry
There's
booty.
2 eyes. Caribou.
Curry. Yeah, there
That's
you
right.
go.
Curiosity. Curiosity is by far and away the number one way to increase the pulling power of your hooks. And this works for
I get the joke, Sarah. Curiosity ? That's very good.
That is good. I like that. It works for headlines. It works for ads, which headlines and stuff, and it also works with your picture hooks. And the whole key of curiosity is to pique somebody's interest and have them ask either a how or a what question. How do they do that? Or what are they talking about? That's really that's you're trying to create that disconnect between what they think they know and what you've got, and they can't not know the answer. They have to find out. If you tell somebody, don't click this link, a lot of people are going to click that link. Don't click this picture.
Don't think of an elephant.
Yeah, exactly. So what would you say would be the number one way that people could work on increasing the curiosity factor in their ads or their hooks or whatever it is they're doing?
Ask a question.
Yep. Do you want to elaborate that, or do you? Okay.
Sure.
Why do you say that, Dean?
We're playing the politician.
What makes you say that? How is that able to magically create a magnetic curiosity hook?
Well, whenever you ask a question, the human response is to automatically lean in, because our brains are hardwired to come up with an answer.
Yes, absolutely.
We're always searching, like you had said. Whenever you leave a gap, whenever you leave what's called an open loop into something, and questions are great at doing this, the brain is automatically searching. It's a survival instinct. What do I do? How do I handle this? Where do I go? Fight or flight?
Right. So one of the things you can do, again, with any question creates curiosity, but there are some questions create more curiosity than others. So if we're thinking about an ad, okay, if you said, what does this guy know about ebook marketing that you don't? And if you're an author, or if you're somebody who's trying to sell books, you're going to be like, dang, I don't know. And you can also play games with that. So let's say that the title of your thing is, what does this guy know about ebook marketing that you don't? And it's a picture of an unlikely character. So it's not like the typical, it might be some guy, it could either be somebody sitting on a beach. So what does that infer from the picture? That this guy knows stuff, because I'm sitting here slaving away at my computer trying to sell a couple of books without going broke on Facebook ads. And this guy is showing a picture of a guy sitting looking at big blue ocean with his feet up, barefoot, with a laptop, sipping a Mai Tai.
Mhm.
And so that creates even more of a curiosity effect of, whoa, what does this guy know? Now, you can also do it by doing an unusual character. So you could say something, what this ex pizza delivery guy knows about ebook marketing could make you rich. And you're like, what does an ex pizza delivery guy, what? But it creates that thing of, huh? Let me at least see what this is about, because it's thrown me, but it's talking about something that's, making me think, okay, is this something I'm interested in? How is this ex pizza delivery guy able to sell up to 1,000 books a day, 1,000 of his own books every day? Well, I'm struggling to sell 2 books and I sell like 3 books a week. I need to know what this guy, that creates that thing of, hey, if this guy can do it, maybe I can do it.
Or it can also create that if that guy can do it, I better be able to do it.
Exactly.
Right? Depending on
Exactly.
who the message.
And that's what we do all the time with this show. They're like, if those 2 chuckleheads can win them awards, then I know I can do it.
Oh yeah, look at us fumbling and grappling with trying to come up with stuff, right?
Yeah.
Seriously.
So, I mean, I've given a bunch of different things here, Dean. Start. You do some talking. I can't carry all the way to the show.
I just wait for the gap in the break in the chatty.
You're like my mom and dad. You just wait till the kid takes a breath, and we'll get a word in edgewise.
Yeah, my mother-in-law was like that. There are no periods on her sentences. There are none. It was like you couldn't get in. You were looking for it. You never even heard what she was saying because you were just wait. You just wanted to hear that millimeter of silence. Exactly. So that was your mom, right? Growing up with you?
No, that was me.
With your mom?
That's right.
Well, you inherited her good genes there.
There you go.
Yeah. There's
so what else? Just talking about this, what else could we do?
So for curiosity, if that's one of the big ones, open loops are huge. Okay. So for instance, here's an open loop. You're talking about something, and then you can say something like, but I'll get to that in a minute. And you start talking about something completely different, and you're going, well, wait a second.
Right.
Wait. You don't do that. Now I got to read until I get to the part that I want.
Yeah. My favorite one is to say, but I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yes.
Or at this point you might be asking. Now, before we go any further, at this point you may be asking, it's like, no, I'm not asking that. I want to know this.
Yeah. I mean, those are all great ways to get curiosity. Also, we were talking on Monday Madness, which is the ClickFunnels show that we do every Monday for
It's Money on Mondays
for the Facebook group, about what's called clickbait, right? Huge curiosity. And you can use things like you can use celebrities, numbers. There's a lot of things that you can use. So I'll bring up an example I used the other day. Well, we were talking about emails and a subject line. So, and this is where you want to create massive curiosity because you want to get your emails open. So you want to have one of the ways to do that is to have a curiosity-driven subject line and also pre-header text as well. So the subject line for a podcast for Russell Brunson was, and this is true. I mean, it's called clickbait for a reason because it's almost like bait and switch. You don't want to do that. You don't want to say, hey, free sex in the subject line and you get in and you're selling watches, right? That's bait and switch. And that's clickbaity.
Right.
So the subject line must be, and I only use this because it was true, was Taylor Swift sued me. And that was an email from Russell Brunson. That email got through the roof opens because somebody had, and the story is that somebody had hacked a Russell Brunson funnel and used his exact copy, and it was directed, something had to do with the record industry and Taylor Swift, and her representatives got a hold of it, and they sick their attorneys on the ClickFunnels. So it's a great story, and Russell had to say, that wasn't me. That wasn't me who did that. That was somebody who's using our software. So it's really powerful when you get something that curiosity driven. I mean, we just used a headline in an email the other day from a viral video campaign that we're doing. And it was, my mom was in and out of prison all my life.
That's I opened that one.
Oh, okay.
And it was about the lady that peed herself in a video.
Right. And it actually happened. Natalie Hodson, and you're talking here with Mr. Pickles' ebook here. She made Natalie Hodson, true story, bouncing from thing to thing, and she started she had two toddlers and a husband, and they were scrambling to make money because they were broke. So she was doing door to door, and then she started making these videos, these exercise videos at home with a couple of friends, and she's in her work shorts and her tank top, and she's exercising, and the video ends, and she realized she peed her pants. It was postpartum. You know, you don't have bladder control, as a lot of women who have new babies know. And the thing is, they uploaded that video by mistake because they didn't have time to shoot another one. It went viral. So she saw the popularity of something like this, wrote an ebook, and she made $1 million in 4 months selling a $37 ebook. So that's the power when you say, you know, I peed my pants, or in a headline, you're like, oh my God, do you ever pee your pants when you work out? Moms, you're going, well, yeah. Well, tell me more, because nobody talks about this stuff. Yeah. So a lot of stuff that people don't talk about, or that's hush hush, is great fodder for curiosity-driven hooks and headlines.
Yeah, and you know the thing is, most people leave the hook as like an afterthought, or they don't even really think about it. It's like, okay, I got something, and something's better than nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong, but how often do we actually sit down and really think about and really think about the hook? And there, I sent an email one time to my list about a product, and I had somebody write a review for me on it was on Mini Site Creator. They wrote a review and they posted it on a site. I mean, it made it onto a prominent site. And so
as an example of a good copy,
it was like, but this was back like 16 years ago, when, you know, it was easier to get stuff on sites, you know, like press releases and articles and things like that. He got, I don't even remember what site it was, but he got it on this site. And I sent out an email to my list, and I said, I can't believe this happened. That was the subject line. And then I said, I can't. And then in the body of the emails, I can't believe this happened. This is so cool. Check this out on this site. That was the whole email.
That's a great email. I can't believe this happened as a subject line. You open up and you go, you know, I can't, take a look here.
Right.
See for yourself.
And everybody looked, and then I got like 1,500 comments on my blog about it, because people, that was, you know, again, that's when there was limited places to interact.
Yeah.
And so, and I ended up making like $20,000 in $300 sales that day. just from sending that little email out with that thing. I'll never forget, because I mean, the click-through rate was insane. The comments were like, everybody was like, oh man, that's awesome. That's amazing. That's really cool. And you get some hate, you know, some haters in there too, which I always love to do them. I used to do something called the Friday Night Smackdown. I'm thinking about starting that up again. But you talk about just things that you would send to a friend, the hooks that you would use to a friend that aren't even really hooks, but you're just like, all filters are gone, not in a bad way, but just like, Frank Kern's real good at this. If you look at his emails,
Bad news.
yeah,
Through the roof. And then everybody
right.
using it.
And we're trying to get all, you know, I'm only sending this out to friends. Don't share this. That's another one you can do. Please don't share this. Ooh, what am I not supposed to share? Don't share this with anybody.
Or this is so stupid.
Right. Or I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
Just things like that people, okay, I gotta open this up. But numbers, you mentioned numbers can be huge, especially if you use numbers in a way that that don't make, how am I going to say this? Some numbers make people go, holy crap. Other numbers make people go, holy crap.
Yeah.
And you got to know which one you're trying to get. So like the holy crap one is, it's like, man, that'd be awesome. The other one is, well, that's a lot. And how can I get rid of it? I mean, I'm just, you know, you're trying to create an emotional reaction, but like, this is what I wrote down when you said that. I just wrote, you know me, I think in terms of formula, that's all I do. But 5 ways to pay off. Which one will make you result? So 5 ways to get tons of traffic to your book site. Which one will make you a best-selling author? So in that case, it's like, well, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. And if just one of them worked, it'd be amazing. Let me go find the one that is going to work for me, that's going to give me that result, that desire, that thing that I'm looking for.
The top 5 mistakes most real estate agents make when cold calling. Right.
Which one could get you sued? And and one of them can get you sued.
Yeah.
And which is not checking against the do not call list. But I mean, that's the thing. One of them could get you sued. So it's like, well, I don't care, but I don't even cold call. One of these could get me sued. I better read this.
Yeah.
You know?
Curiosity, fear, it's all
lust.
And the fact that lust is great. Mystique. There's
mystery.
Oh yeah. Prestige,
juxtaposition.
Power. Vice.
Ooh. You've given this no thought over the years.
None.
So asking everybody a question who's here with us live, either at jimanddeanshow.com. Excuse me. Ooh, the coffee's getting me. Of course, I guess maybe it was the gin that I mixed with it. But can you share anything that you've ever, just anything that just got you so curious you had to watch, you had to look, you had to listen to? Any examples that pop up in your mind? I know sometimes it's hard to remember that, but every once in a while, you know, I remember someone that was a master at this, but he was so good that you got, it's like the clickbait thing. You got turned off by it to a degree. I'm kidding. I didn't put gin in my coffee. But Mark Joyner, his emails that he used to send back in the early 2000s, the late 90s, early 2000s, they were really good. They were extremely good. In fact, they were so good that you would open them up and then you're like, you know, you knew that I don't want to say this because it's not meant as bad, but in a way you knew they were going to get you. Like there was a grabber and you got habituated that, hey, this is pretty much, it's promising a lot, but then it's not really delivering, or I got to go buy something, and there's
So-
always something that's
So let me, and is this what you're talking about? Because we see this quite a bit, and we even use it ourselves. And I'll be the first to admit that I use it because it works. But nobody's written to say that they're ticked off about it. So you could say, so let's say you're selling a product and you're closing down your cart, and you could say, sorry, cart closed, you missed out. And then you open up the email and it says, do you want to hear these words? Because our cart is about to close in the next 17 minutes.
right.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but not even to that. It's just like you gotta have some yin and yang. It's when you're sending, and now we're talking about email and stuff, but just in general, in my opinion, it's like if everything is a hard sell, then they learn to ignore the hooks, people that are on your list and stuff.
I agree. It's like using the F-bomb over and over until you're numb to it, and then you're just not paying attention anymore.
Right. And so I did some studying of slot machines and the psychology behind slot machines and stuff.
Is that from Nir Eyal's work?
I don't remember. It may, I've got that book like in my speed thing. Okay, but
how to create an addiction loop with products and offers and services and buying, right? And it has to do with slot machine psychology.
And exactly. So the big thing is that if you won every time you played a slot machine, you would get bored. You would, I mean, if you won every single time, you would not sit there and keep on hitting the thing over and over and over and over, because it would get boring. Part of the attraction of the slot machine is that you don't know what's going to happen, but something good happens enough that you can get the same dopamine hit off of not winning that you get off of winning. And that, so you don't have to win all the time, but you have to win often enough that it keeps you coming back and you enjoy playing. So what I've always thought is, okay, if every single email is a pitch, if every single communication is a pitch, that's like losing every single time. But if every email has the feeling of, man, I want to see what this is about. It could be a pitch. It could be a new product offer. Could be an article. Could be, an affiliate offer. Could just be a tip. It could be, it could be a bunch of different things. But as long as it's value add and as long as it's relevant, then it's not the same thing every single time. Though you're using the hook of the subject line, trying to get them to open. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not, but I know what I mean.
I'm with you.
You're like, I have no idea what you're talking about, Jim.
I have absolutely. Here's how I look at it.
Yeah.
And this speaks to human behavior. Once again, that slot machine, you're throwing out morsels, and people will tend, as long as I'll lose, but there's that hope of winning, and then you let somebody ring because you hear the ching, ching, ching is associated with it. So you've got an auditory response and you've got the visual, and you get the satisfaction of winning.
Right.
Think of relationships. Think of bad relationships. We've all been in bad relationships, and with someone who throws out like morsels of love and affection and intimacy, but most of the time it's just bad news and bad behavior on their part. And you stay in this horrible relationship, though you know you should get out. But when they're nice, you go, oh, they're nice. And you forget about all the other stuff.
Right.
And it's just toxic. You should not be in this relationship. It's no different than the slot machine. What are you doing? Pouring your quarters and your dollar bills and your $5 bills into a machine that's constantly taking advantage of you and abusing you. You're allowing it to happen. Stop it.
So you just totally shot my analogy to hell. So Jane says one subject setting that got attention was, I was wrong. dot dot dot,
Mhm.
all caps for the wrong. I like that. So, you know, the thing is, there are certain words that carry emotion, you know.
Mhm. Give us an example, Jim.
Well, just like wrong. I mean, okay, here. Let's pull out a book that should be in everybody's arsenal, Words That Sell.
Where's mine?
You never had that. Okay, there you go. Oh, I must have had mine longer than yours.
Well, I don't. What's
Do you have phrases that sell? Do you have more words that sell?
No.
Huh. Well, you suck. More words that sell. But here's the thing. If you a thesaurus to help you promote your products, services, and ideas. So if you just start looking at words,
Tickles the mind.
dude. Are you symptomatic? Question mark.
Oh, see. Okay, where's the rash?
Okay, but the thing is, it's on my foot, honest. Why am I talking to the receptionist about this? I want to talk to the doctor. Are you symptomatic?
Oh.
Okay, as a hook, think
Do
about
you,
that.
Do you have these symptoms when you blank?
Do you have these symptoms of, I mean, how are you not going to click?
Psoriasis. What?
But it could be anything. Do you have these symptoms? And then it's, you know, if it's about psoriasis, but I was thinking, you know, like book marketing, or do you have these symptoms of failing ad-itis?
What,
Okay.
right. Or do you suffer from?
Do you suffer from ...
Fill it. Yeah.
Suffer. Let me see.
How about
Violate? Have you been violated?
Oh, that's powerful. That's a great emotional trigger word. Violate.
Yeah. Oh, do you feel violated? Did you feel violated? Would you feel violated? And they're like, what do you mean? Well, let me tell you a quick story. And then I can see the teaser. I can see the email. I'm hooked on emails, but I mean, you think about the end. Would you feel violated? Hey, let me tell you a quick story. Not too long ago, I was trying to do a Facebook live video, and 2 seconds in, I got a message from Facebook telling me that they were shutting down my account because I had violated their community standards. I had an event coming up within the next couple of days that I'd already promoted and spent thousands of dollars on. And now there was absolutely no recourse and no way to do that event. All that money, I was the same as if I'd lit a match to it. Now I felt violated. I don't know about you, but I felt violated. I felt violated from the respect that I had no recourse. You know, I mean, you can tie it in with anything, but
yeah, I had done nothing wrong. I didn't do anything to cause this.
Right.
I was a victim.
I was a victim. I was a victim, and I'm not going to be a victim anymore. So what did I decide to do about it that has revolutionized my business and could revolutionize yours as well? Click here to watch this 7 minute and 26 second video that changes everything. Ooh, I like that. This is, I mean, you see what I mean? I mean, it's, anyway, this is the kind of thing that I should be doing more
Here's
of.
another one. Here's forbidden pleasures.
Ooh, that'll might end up in the spam though, depending on it. Here's one though.
Here's another one. Decidedly sinful.
How about forbidden fruits?
There you go.
Dude, this is adorable.
Oh, see that? You automatically puppies, unicorns, kittens, and rainbows. Right there. Right?
Absolutely.
I love this. This was shameless.
Ooh, a shameless plug. That could be that one could go either way.
But if you say this is shameless,
this is shameless. Yeah.
And then you go, well, what? I mean, this is what when I said the word vice.
Yeah.
It's like at the checkout counter and you're looking at the National Enquirer or People Magazine or Us Magazine, and you get those, Demi Moore has 3 heads. You're going, oh, I gotta read about that.
Oh, here's a good one. This is sick, because sick can get taken a whole bunch of different ways.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is sick. Sorted. Anyway, my point is, this is the kind of thing that we should be doing more of. In fact, you and I need to go back through Fill My Webinar scripts. We need to, neither of us drinks. So you don't drink, do you?
No.
I don't drink either. But we could, do you drink coffee?
No.
Okay. Well, we can have some water, and we could sit around, and we could, in this mindset, this is the kind of thing that we should be doing with the hook script that we have inside of Fill My Webinar scripts. And we should just sit down and say, okay, we got to come up with 100 more hooks to put in there.
We call this script, we call it salacious scripts.
Salacious scripts. I like that. Ooh, here's one. Succulent.
Yeah. These are great emotional words.
Those are really, 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 really good. And see, that's all you need for the hook. The word and the picture carries the emotion. And now with everybody, with the Facebook ads and other stuff, you're pretty much down to 6 to 8 words plus a picture.
Like you're looking at the word, I was wrong. How about this was a total fail? You go, oh, really? Same. It's the negative. It's the dark side of curiosity, right?
Yeah. This could have destroyed me.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I like that. This could have destroyed me.
Mm-hmm.
Jane just said, have you ever been victimized by ... Yeah, that's good. I like that. Have you ever been victimized by Facebook? Now, you probably couldn't post that on Facebook, but you could probably send it out in an email.
Yeah.
I told some jokes.
Strong word.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there you go. Those are cool. This is good. Every once in a while we have a good discussion. The rest of it's just filler until we actually say something good.
Well, the words that we've been talking about are all evocative or provocative, which is an element of curiosity, right? Mm-hmm. They're gonna push your buttons, or they're gonna make you lean in. They're going to evoke something from you. They're going to elicit a response, a reaction, and it's going to be. It'll be internal. You'll internalize it so that your response is emotional. And then, like you were talking about with the slot machine and the power of habit, those are triggers to get you into a habit loop, because you've got to do this. And then the next thing it is, after those power words that we were just talking about, get you to take an act. They get you to lean in. I got to open it. And then the next thing I have to do is read about it. So there's 4 different things that one word or a phrase can get you to do.
And the key, though, is unlike clickbait, where it's like, hey, hot booty, hot booty chicks twerking. Hey, now their shorts get pretty dirty. Let's talk about Dawn dishwashing detergent. Whatever it is. Okay. Mm-hmm. You can't do clickbait. Is like you said, bait and switch. Mm-hmm. It's got to make sense all the way through. It's titillating. It's something. It's exciting and some word. So it's some art.
Salacious.
It's what?
Salacious.
Yeah, I know. It's salacious. Titillating.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just like saying the first part. Titillating. It's a real word, and it's not a naughty word. Look it up. Look it up if you if you don't believe me. But the thing is, some words just automatically trigger emotion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna be real. But like, there are certain words that if you say them, people want to throw you in jail. There are certain words that if you use them to describe somebody, it immediately vilifies them. To a degree that you feel like they need to just be whatever. There are certain words like violated. I felt violated. That phrase is like, whoa, because everybody fills in their mind. It's a strong word, but they're filling in with their own experience too. Like, how was this dude violated?
Well, that's always the case, isn't it? Those trigger words, what they do is trigger a past experience for people.
Right.
It triggers a memory. It triggers the senses.
Exactly. I mean, that what Katie just said. I mean, she said, this would trigger anybody. Sorry.
A masticating pickle. Everybody wants to watch a masticating pickle, and you all do it. All of you masticate. In fact, all of you had masticated at least once today, I bet. By breakfast time. By the time breakfast was over, you masticated and you loved it.
That's one mean pickle.
That's right. I've masticated in a pizza restaurant. It was, let me tell you what, that's an experience.
That's the day you got thrown in jail.
Let me tell you a quick story about how I got thrown in jail for masticating in a pickle restaurant.
In a pizza.
But that's, I think it would be interesting. But I'm just going to throw this out there. It would be something fun for you and I to do. We should come up with a list of the top 100 trigger words you can use in advertising or something, and just, it'd be fun. It'd just be a fun little thing to do. I don't know. Now we're just talking, finishing up, but
well,
that would be very valuable.
The top two.
Top two trigger words?
Yeah, are free and you.
Yeah.
They're not. Those are the top two words that people respond to the most in marketing and advertising.
I know. My head's in subject lines though, and putting free and stuff in there, you get filtered and all this other crap. But it'd be cool to like, trigger words, and probably what's his face in his book Triggers probably talks about all this, and we're just reinventing the wheel. Oh well. If you want to find cool trigger words, go to amazon.com/associate ID != 3247AG8679241 / phrases that sell, and I'll get a 2% commission. Just kidding. But these are the books, man. Phrases that sell, words that sell, and more words that sell.
So Peter says, don't forget hate for financial advisors.
That's right. I hate financial advisors. That's well known.
Is it?
Okay. Well, any final thoughts? Did you guys enjoy this? Excuse me. I don't want to trigger anybody by saying, guys, did you folks enjoy today's Jim and Dean show? Did you learn anything? And do you have anything that you think you might be able to apply moving forward? I would love to see in the comments what you would do. Nabi says, I used to be a financial advisor, but you got better, Nabi. Well done. My question, and my wife asked this with much less, believe it or not, with much less tact than I do, is why would I want to take financial advice from someone that didn't make at least $1 million doing something besides telling other people what to do with their money?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a hard question to answer.
Which is why you don't want to go to a heart surgeon if he hasn't had open heart surgery himself.
Hasn't had at least one heart attack.
You've had to tell me. Then you can talk to me.
There you go. Well, there you go. All right. Well, on that note, Bob P says, I'm curious about what I learned today.
Well, that's a sad indictment of this guy.
How could you use this to build your business? Anyway. All right, cool. Well, everybody, take care. We will talk to you soon. We'll talk to you next week. And Dean and I, just as a really crappy teaser, Dean and I are starting to work on a coaching program that we're going to be doing based around copywriting done with you. And it's not going to be cheap, but it's going to be amazing and valuable. And if you like the free show, my goodness, what you'd be able to do with us behind closed doors would make any young bride blush. So on that note, we'll see you guys next time. Folks, next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.